On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Germ.
A very tiny living that causes the disease, a piece of something such as an organism, concept, etc., capable of growing into a new one or part of one.
Examples:
Antibiotic-resistant germ. A germ-free environment. The germ of his idea came from watching birds flying in flocks.
Innkeeper.
A person who operates a place of lodging, such as a hotel or an inn.
Examples:
Innkeeper duties. Innkeeper hospitality. The kind innkeeper showed the travelers to their room and offered them a warm meal.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples:
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Witchcraft.
The practice of using magical or supernatural powers or abilities to influence events or people, often used to describe ancient, mystical, or pagan practices.
Examples:
Witchcraft belief. The power of witchcraft. Many people were accused of witchcraft during the Salem witch trials in the late 1600s.
Arrest.
To take into custody.
Examples:
Arrest the thief. Arrest the progress. A police officer has the authority to arrest a criminal.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Witch.
A person, typically a woman, who is believed to have magic powers and practices witchcraft.
Examples:
Witch hunt. Witch trial. Many people in the medieval period believed in witches and their ability to cast spells.
Torture.
The act of causing intense pain or suffering to someone to punish them, extract information from them, or for some other reason.
Examples:
A torture chamber. An instrument of torture. The use of torture is strictly prohibited under international law.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
County jail. Be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Confess.
To admit to having done something wrong or to reveal something personal or private.
Examples:
Confess sin. Confess truth. He confessed to his crime and turned himself into the police.
Innocent.
Not guilty of a crime, offense, etc., not having an evil mind or knowledge.
Examples:
An innocent child. Thousands of innocent people. My husband was found innocent of any crime.
Confession.
A formal statement in which one admits that they have done something wrong or illegal.
Examples:
A confession of guilt. A confession of faith. The prisoner made a full confession and admitted to his crime.
Stake.
A share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
Execution by burning at a stake. By the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Victim.
A person who has been harmed, injured, or otherwise negatively affected by a particular action, circumstance, or event.
Examples:
Victim support. Victim compensation. The victim of the crime deserves justice and support to recover from the trauma.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
Plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Phenomenon.
Something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples:
Natural phenomenon. Historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Sporadically.
In an irregular manner, occasionally, now and then.
Examples:
Occur sporadically. Take medication sporadically. The rain fell sporadically throughout the day.
Allegedly.
According to what has been stated or reported, supposedly.
Examples:
Allegedly guilty. Allegedly behind the plot. He allegedly stole money from the company.
Magical.
Produced by or containing supernatural powers.
Examples:
Magical place. Magical powers. When I was a child, my mother often cast magical spells to ease my pain whenever I was injured.
Definition:
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Traction.
The action or ability to pull something along a surface without sliding.
Examples:
Increased traction on ice. Electronic traction. His leg was in traction for weeks after the accident.
Friar.
A member of a religious community who lives a contemplative or ascetic lifestyle, often associated with the Roman Catholic or Anglican Church, a medieval European monk who traveled and preached in rural areas.
Examples:
Friar's balsam. Dominican friar. The friar's duties extended beyond the church and into the local community.
Theology.
The study of the nature of God and religious belief.
Examples:
Theology student. A college of theology. The professor specialized in the theology of the early church.
Permit.
To allow for something to happen or be done, noun, the act of giving a formal, usually written, authorization.
Examples:
Permit application. Work permit. The teacher will not permit any students to leave the classroom early.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Inquisition.
A judicial or official inquiry, especially one aimed at suppressing dissent or heresy.
Examples:
Propose an inquisition. Submit him to an inquisition. The Inquisition was a period of religious persecution in Europe.
Disapprove.
To have or express an unfavorable opinion or judgment about something or someone.
Examples:
Disapprove of the government. Publicly disapprove. I disapprove of my friend's decision to drop out of school and pursue a career in music instead.
Harsh.
Severe and unkind, extremely tough and unpleasant to inhabit.
Examples:
harsh climate, use of harsh chemicals. The Prime Minister faced harsh criticism.
Deter.
To discourage or prevent someone from doing something.
Examples:
deter aggression, deter crime. The high fence was meant to deter intruders from entering the property.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
argue a case, argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Ruthless.
Lacking in pity or compassion, willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, regardless of the consequences for others.
Examples:
show ruthless behavior, ruthless brutality. The dictator was known for his ruthless tactics and had no qualms about using violence to maintain power.
Tactics.
The methods or strategies used to achieve a specific goal or outcome, particularly in the context of military, business, or sports.
Examples:
blitz tactics, political tactics. The marketing team developed new tactics to boost sales.
Prosecute.
To bring legal action against someone in a court of law, to pursue or carry out something to completion or achievement.
Examples:
prosecute criminal, prosecute case. The attorney decided to prosecute the suspect for stealing from the store.
Devil.
A supernatural being typically represented in belief systems as an evil or mischievous spirit, often used metaphorically to describe a person or thing that is harmful, dangerous, or wicked.
Examples:
devil's advocate, devil horns. There are various ways to ward off the devil, including prayer and holy water.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
influence a child's future, influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Spur.
A thing that encourages someone to do something, any sharply pointed projection, verb, to incite or stimulate someone or something.
Examples:
spur of the moment, spur momentum of economic growth. The threat of losing his job was the spur he needed to work harder.
Sermon.
A speech or lecture given by a religious leader, especially a minister or priest, as part of a worship service.
Examples:
Lengthy sermon. A lay sermon. The preacher delivered a powerful sermon on the importance of forgiveness.
Accord.
An official agreement or treaty between two organizations, countries, etc. Verb, allow to have.
Examples:
Accord with public opinion. By national accord. The organization finally signed a peace accord.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb, to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Bewitch.
To attract or interest someone a lot so that they cannot think in a sensible way.
Examples:
Hold the charm to bewitch. Bewitch him into a frog. Her beauty bewitched him.
Claim.
To assert that something is true, to demand or request something as one's own, to lay legal or moral right to something. Noun, a demand or assertion of a right or something that one believes to be true.
Examples:
Claim responsibility. False claim. He wants to claim ownership of the abandoned property.
Widespread.
Existing or happening in various places or among many people.
Examples:
Widespread use. Widespread fear of nuclear war. In medieval times, death punishment was widespread and socially accepted.
Misfortune.
An unfortunate event or circumstance, bad luck or trouble.
Examples:
Economic misfortune. Misfortune strikes. It was a great misfortune that the ship sank in the storm.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd. Dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Stillborn.
Not having produced any significant or useful results, born dead or showing no signs of life at birth.
Examples:
Stillborn plan. Stillborn calf. The couple was devastated when they learned their baby was stillborn.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Fringe.
A decorative border or edge on a piece of clothing, a group of people or things that are not considered to be part of the main group.
Examples:
Fringe benefit. On the fringe of the city. The dress had a fringe of beads along the hem.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
A home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Outcast.
Excluded or rejected from a society or a particular group. Noun, a person who is excluded or rejected from a society or a home.
Examples:
Discrimination against outcast people. Social outcast. He was an outcast from the neighboring village.
Occasionally.
Now and then, sometimes but not often.
Examples:
Occasionally dine with friends. Occasionally change the routine. She still occasionally writes a short romance novel.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Secular.
Not connected with religious or spiritual matters, worldly.
Examples:
Secular trends. Normal secular life. The school was founded as a secular institution with no religious affiliations.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Detain.
To keep someone in official custody, to prevent them from leaving.
Examples:
Detain a terrorist. Detain for investigation. The police detained the suspect for questioning.
Punishment.
A penalty or consequence inflicted for wrongdoing or offense, a means of enforcing discipline or preventing further wrongdoing.
Examples:
Punishment for a crime. Humiliating punishment. The judge gave severe punishment to the criminal who committed the heinous crime.
Suspect.
To consider anything to be true or probable.
Examples:
Suspect a plot. Suspect that he is sick. The cops suspected him of being the killer.
Imply.
To indicate the truth or existence of something without referring to it.
Examples:
Imply a strong correlation. Imply the presence of alien. The salespeople speak in technical terms to imply that they are more knowledgeable than the customer.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Specify.
To explain or state something clearly and exactly.
Examples:
Specify a cause. Specify an option. You can specify the font color by clicking the Color tab.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Convict.
To prove or declare someone to be guilty of a crime. Noun, a person serving a sentence in a jail or prison.
Examples:
Convict him of manslaughter. Convict in a jail. He was convicted on fraud charges and sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Drag.
To pull or haul with force.
Examples:
Drag a chair over. Drag a team down. He dragged the heavy suitcase behind him as he walked.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples:
Consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Scapegoat.
To unfairly blame or punish someone for the misdeeds or mistakes of others, often to deflect attention or avoid accountability. Noun, a person or group that is unfairly blamed for the problems or misfortunes of others, typically to divert attention or responsibility from the actual cause.
Examples:
Scapegoat the new employee. Political scapegoat. Some politicians try to scapegoat specific groups of people to distract from their shortcomings.
Sincere.
Of a person, feelings, or behavior, open and genuine, not deceitful.
Examples:
A sincere man. Express sincere regret. Please accept my sincere condolences on your friend's death.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Dissenter.
Someone who disagrees with or challenges the beliefs, opinions, or policies of a group or authority. One who speaks out or protests against a dominant ideology or viewpoint.
Examples:
Political dissenter. Radical dissenter. The university welcomed and encouraged dissenters to challenge traditional ways of thinking.
Jurisprudence.
The theory and practice of law, the study and interpretation of legal principles and legal systems.
Examples:
Jurisprudence system. Modern jurisprudence. The lawyer's understanding of jurisprudence helped her win the case.
Scholar.
Professor, a person who studies a topic in considerable depth, particularly in a university.
Examples:
Scholar in international politics. Noted scholar. You won't have to pay college tuition if you're a scholar.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Cruel.
Feeling or showing pleasure in causing pain or suffering to others.
Examples:
A cruel and unusual punishment. Cruel joke. The dictator was known for his cruel and oppressive regime.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Decline.
To become gradually smaller, fewer, worse, etc., to refuse to accept.
Examples:
Decline a job offer. Decline in quality. As people age, their digestive capacity also gradually declines.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Onset.
The beginning or early stages of unpleasant something, a military attack.
Examples:
At the first onset. The onset of spring. This medicine works best when taken at the onset of a cold.
Demise.
Death or the end of something.
Examples:
Demise of bureaucracy. Meet their demise. The sudden demise of the king was a shock to everyone and threw the kingdom into chaos.
Atrocity.
Brutal act, an extremely wicked or cruel act.
Examples:
Commit atrocity. Cold-blooded atrocity. The atrocity of the war left many children orphaned.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Ordinary.
Not different, exceptional, or unexpected in any way, especially in quality, ability, size, or degree.
Examples:
An ordinary school. Ordinary annual revenue. The ordinary session of the Diet opened.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Mobilize.
To make something ready for action or use, to organize people or resources for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Mobilize cooperation. Mobilize a stiff joint. The military mobilized troops to the border.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Dissent.
Possessing or expressing views that differ from those that are officially accepted.
Examples:
Dissent opinion. With no dissent. The dictatorship crushes all dissent severely.